because guns are dangerous for kids, but I disagree. Children should learn gun safety because putting the gun in the kid's hands and teaching them the proper way to handle and care for a gun diminishes curiosity and will stop ignorance and accidents, as stated in the article, Safety Rules and Necessity. This is relevant because by teaching children gun safety and exposing and teaching children about guns, they will not be at as much risk. Therefore, even though my opponent may say that children shouldn't learn gun safety, by teaching children gun safety, you lower the danger in guns, so children should indeed learn gun safety. Also, my opponent has said that children shouldn't learn gun safety because of curiosity, but we disagree. Children should learn gun safety because if kids learn gun safety, the curiosity will go away. According to ABC News, a highly ranked news station, Ann Latham, a gun enthusiast, and a dad who taught his 4-year-old son to shoot and taught him gun safety, says that by putting the gun in the child's hands, you diminish the curiosity of guns and prevents ignorance. This is important because ABC News is one of the biggest news stations in the world, so the fact that they spread the word about child gun safety must mean something right is happening. Therefore, by teaching children gun safety, the curiosity goes away and ignorance decreases.
Go ahead and start off.
Guns can provide protection for your family, and children need to be taught gun safety so that way guns don't, harm other people. But my team and I have shown that why should young children need to know gun safety at such a young age? If any guns are in the house, they should be locked up or in a very safe place. Though in many states, unlocked up firearms can be a charge against parents or guardians. So guns around young children far outweigh the rewards. It is also just like telling children to stay out of the cookie jar. But sooner or later, we all know they will be into the cookie jar. This also closely relates to what just happened in Mount Vernon. A girl shot in the head by her neighbor who was curious and got into the cookie jar. So why not teach gun safety when kids are more mature and stronger? So that way this incident doesn't happen to your own child. So why put that burden on them? So why not wait? So wait. Children may not be able to handle the recoil, which could result in many gun incidents, just like the 9-year-old girl in Idaho who shot her instructor due to recoil. And it was also her first time ever shooting a gun, so you can wait. So why teach young children gun safety if you know they'll just like telling a kid to stay out of the cookie jar? But we all know most likely they will get into the cookie jar and take a cookie, so clearly this outweighs the rewards. So teaching your children gun safety can wait. Also, if you're going to teach someone gun safety, and if they're more mature when you do it, it could also be safer for you. That way you also don't end up like the instructor who got shot.
My opponents may say children can't handle guns, but we disagree. The 9-year-old child that shot that Uzi gun that my opponents use as an example, of course it wasn't her fault. Her parents or instructor just should have started with a smaller or less powerful gun, since she obviously hadn't shot a gun before or had any lessons. If her parents had thought of this, they may not have had their 9-year-old daughter have blood on her hands at such a young age. Next, we have shown that children are dying all the time from accidental gunshot, and we know that no parent wants to go through that, and teaching children about guns can prevent that. Many experts have backed up this claim, and they are correct in doing so. Also, it is not the gun who shoots them, but the child holding the trigger. No child wants to shoot themselves, but if they get proper training, it will save them and children around them. Many people think that children can't handle the responsibility, but most can be responsible with the information. According to the Second Amendment in the Bill of Rights, we all have the right to bear arms. It doesn't say that children can't use guns. Yes, parents won't teach a baby but they can start learning by kindergarten with adult supervision and a BB gun. Now put yourself in this situation. There are terrorists invading our country and your child is home alone. You hear that they're close to your home. Wouldn't you feel a lot safer knowing your child can protect themselves if they have to? The people choosing this will be on the safe side of guns, not the ignorant.
My opponent may say young children should know how to use a gun so they can't hurt themselves or others. But I disagree. Even though young children would know how to use a gun, it would just make them more dangerous. So if the guns are just put away and kids don't see them, they won't really know if there are any in the house. So if they're just put away and locked up, they won't hurt themselves. Therefore, young children should be taught gun safety. They also say if the child has good enough instructions to work the gun and know how dangerous it is, they will be fine. But I disagree. If they learn a lot about it, it'll just go out the window right as they see it and they're alone, because they're just way too curious to handle a gun at a young age. And if they know where it is in the house, just because they'll be home alone during the day because their parents are at work, they will want to play with it because they think it's really cool. Also, if they're told not to do something, they just have more curiosity to play with it. Therefore, young children should be taught gun safety. Or should not be taught gun safety.